Hi, my name is Gabby DeLorenz. I'm the owner and founder of Soul to Soul Wellness. Thank you for practicing with me today. Our practice today is going to be a little bit of a slow flow. Really good if you have feet that hurt, if you have knees that ache, any sort of hip or low back pain. This is the flow for you. So today I have a few props with me. One is going to be a yoga block. Yoga block looks just like a big book. So if you don't have a block, a big encyclopedia will do the same thing. I also have a yoga strap with me. The yoga straps look just like a belt. A belt works perfectly. And this is really useful if it's a lot of effort to help hold your feet up overhead, or maybe to grab your leg for a quad stretch, as we'll get into a little bit earlier. Another prop I have with me is a blanket. These blankets work really well if you have any sort of knee pain and it hurts to come to your knees, because we will do a few cat-cows, a few things in a quadruped position. All that means is that we'll be on all fours. Sometimes we'll just be kneeling. If this is totally uncomfortable, I always welcome you to be able to sit down. On your block, you can sit on your blankie, whatever works for you today. So to start, please come to child's pose. Child's pose looks like your big toes together and your knees nice and wide. They can be as wide as the mat, they could be wider than the mat, or your knees can be together, whatever feels best for you. That being said, just fold forward. The goal here is to reach your bottom towards your heels and then reach your arms out long. As you just ground down and welcome onto your mat, your forearms can be on your mat. Your hands don't have to be active just yet. Just feel the mat supporting you right away. And just land. And if you're ready, start to bring some intention into your breath. So in yoga, we teach a ujjayi breath. It's a big inhale through the back of the throat, through the nose. And it's an exhale, ocean wave-like sounding out through the back of your throat, out of your nose. Inhale. Exhale, nice and loud. And as you bring intention to your breath, bring intention into your body. Walk your fingers out nice and long in front of you. Maybe you take them as wide as your mat. And ground into your hands. Lift your elbows off the mat. Squeeze your shoulders a little bit closer down your spine. If your arms are straight out in front of you, never squeeze your shoulders down. It just doesn't feel good. But if your hands are nice and wide, maybe a little bit off your mat, it might feel good to bring some attention and awareness to your shoulder blades as you suck them down back into the socket. Take a few more breaths here. If you're ready, slide your hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to come out to a quadruped position. So again, all this means is that we're on all fours. Bring awareness to your belly. Your belly button should pull up and into your spine. Toes can be curled under or flat. Inhale for cow pose. As you drop your belly to the ground, inhale and look up. Exhale, bring your shoulder blades to the sky, and you're going to tuck your pelvis under. Your belly button squeezes up and in. Inhale, look up. Shoulder blades squeeze down and back. Exhale, round through your spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down and round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. One more, your breath. Exhale, down. Inhale out to a neutral spine. Good. Take your right hand behind your head. Take a breath in as you reach your elbow to your opposite wrist. And then exhale, rotate up to the sky, your gaze follows. Inhale, elbow to wrist. Exhale, rotate up. Inhale, elbow to wrist. Exhale, rotate. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one here, inhale. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, back to center. Switch sides. Left hand behind your head. Inhale as you bring your elbow to your wrist. Exhale, rotate up to the sky. Inhale, elbow to wrist. Exhale, rotate. Inhale. Twist. 2 more, inhale. Reach. Inhale, hands to center. Good, ground down through your hands. And if it feels okay, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. The first thing you want to check in with down dog is if you feel like you're more in high plank than you are in down dog. So no, your heels do not need to reach the ground, but bend your knees as much as you need to. One of my favorite cues is to reach your chest to your thighs. So that brings your hips to the sky, and then you can begin to straighten through your legs and drop your heels to the ground. Again, your pointer fingers should be facing the corners of your mat, and you're really grounding down through your hands here. Take a breath in. Exhale, drive your heels to the ground. Inhale up on your toes. Exhale, drive your heels down. One more, just like that. Inhale up on your toes. Exhale, drive your heels to the ground. Your next inhale, right foot reaches to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Your foot remains flexed, your knee faces the sky. Inhale, straighten through your right leg. You're going to hug your knee to your nose to step your foot all the way through. Drop your back knee, low lunge. However your foot gets between your hands, doesn't matter. If you need to put your foot halfway and then just kind of wiggle, maybe use your other foot to place it there, that's perfect. But feel your core engage and feel your body helping you out here. If you'd like to block, you can take it to the inside or to the outside, or you can have 2 blocks. You're going for a flat spine here, so try and keep thinking about lengthening through the spine. As you exhale, and maybe you drop down just a little bit more, feel your left hip flexor open up for you. One more breath in. Inhale, sit back, hamstring stretch. So taking our time to find a little bit of length before we find a little bit of movement. Just how do things feel? Just check in. If you want to keep this active, you can point and pull your toe. If you like one more over the other, pick your poison. Whenever you're ready, rock the weight back into your right foot. You're going to curl your left toes under. Your next inhale steps your feet together right into a halfway lift. So take a breath in. Cleansing breath out. Inhale, feet together, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a big breath in together. Exhale, open your mouth. Inhale, reach your palms to the sky. Exhale, belly pulls in as you fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. If high plank is not in your practice, drop right down to your knees. Take a breath in. Big exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, listen closely. You're going to keep your elbows nice and close to your side. Nice and slowly lower down. Again, I welcome you onto your knees if that's where it feels good today. Bring your arms out to a T. Your neck to neutral. Take a breath in. Big exhale. Inhale, lift just your upper body off the ground. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale down. Inhale, just your upper body up. Exhale all the way down. One more, just like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands come underneath your shoulders. Peel yourself up. If you're ready, upward dog. If not, you can keep your forearms down on the ground. Tiny back bend here. Exhale, press yourself back, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left foot high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, straighten through your left leg. Step it all the way through. Low lunge. Open up through your right hip flexor in the front of your thigh here as you open up through the glutes and the hamstrings on the left leg. Exhale your deepest. Curl your right toes under. Inhale, step your feet together, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, bow down. Halfway lift. Step your opposite foot back. If you don't know which one it was probably the one you wanted to do second. So again, drop down to your knees if you'd like. Lower all the way down. Bring your arms out to a Y. Palms face the floor. Take a breath in. Cleansing breath out. Inhale, lift everything off the mat. Big toes together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together, cactus. Inhale, back long. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, leap. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, arms long. Exhale, down. Plant your hands under your shoulders or out in front of you. Tiny back bend. Exhale, down. Inhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right foot high. Exhale, bend and open your knee. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, step it through, runner's lunge. One more breath in. Exhale. Curl your toes, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat spine. High plank, lower all the way down to your belly. Again, elbows glued to your sides. And this time, maybe interlace your hands above your glutes. If this is not possible, take your belt or take your strap and reach so that your palms face down. Take a breath in. Cleansing breath out. Inhale, reach up. Your hands lift off your glutes in the back and you press down to your heels. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lift a little higher. One more breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Plant your hands under your shoulders, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale your left foot high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, straighten through your left leg. Exhale, step it through. One breath in. Let it go. Inhale, feet together, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reach and rise, mountain pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High plank. You know what to do. Lower all the way down. Good. Dealer's choice. Hands where you feel like it. Big breath in. Cleansing breath out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, stay. One more breath in. Reach. Exhale all the way down. Upward facing dog. Exhale, hips back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Open your mouth. Yeah, creating a little bit of heat. To start the practice today, inhale your right foot high. Step it between your hands, runner's lunge. Take your right foot inside of your right hand inside of your right foot, and then heel toe your right foot outside the mat. Call this dragon lunge. You're welcome to stay here. You can take your block right under your elbows and drop down, or you can come all the way down onto the mat. Let your hip roll open, whatever feels best for you today. Your hands back under your shoulders. Heel toe your foot back to center. You're going to drop your right hand inside of your right foot. Fingertips or a block are a great idea here, and left arm spins up to the sky. This is a modified extended side angle. Again, if it doesn't feel great to have your knee just on the mat in the back, you can have a towel behind you so you can place it underneath your knee. Inhale, reach your left arm to the sky. Exhale, twist yourself open. One more breath in here. Exhale, hands together. Left hand plants. Right arm spins up to the sky. One more breath in. Exhale, hands come down. Sit back, hamstring stretch. Two choices here. You can stay up with your hands right under your shoulders. I prefer it here. If you'd like, you can sit your hips all the way back for more of a traditional hamstring stretch, whatever feels better for you. Good. Inhale the weight right back into your right foot. Plant your hands, downward facing dog. Inhale your left foot high. Bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, straighten through your left leg. Step it through, runner's lunge. And then bring your left hand inside your left foot. Heel toe your left foot outside your mat. And again, you can stay here. You can drop down onto your forearms. Let your left hip roll open. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Heel toe your left foot back. Left hand plants, fingertips, block, whatever you prefer. Right arm spins up to the sky. One more big breath in, really reach. Exhale, hands down. Right hand plants, left arm spins up. One more big inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Frame your foot. Sit back, hamstring stretch. You can play with pointing your toes to the ground, or maybe pulling your toes up to your shins, or maybe you kind of rock through. And then rock the weight back into your left foot. Plant your hands, press your feet together, downward facing dog. Inhale up on your toes. Exhale, drive your heels down to the ground. Inhale up high on your toes. And tiptoe to your hands. Try and leave your hands on the ground as long as you can. If you need to bend your knees, just do that. And then find a forward fold at the top of your mat. Walk your feet 2 fist distance apart. You're going to grab your big toes with your peace sign fingers as you actively pull yourself in half. So your elbows are working east and west on your mat. Your biceps are engaged to help pull you forward. A little bit of space behind your knees will help protect them. This should feel good. And shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Always back to yes. Release your hands nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Come all the way up to rise. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. A little check-in. What feels warm? What feels tight? Inhale your arms up. As you do so, lift your right knee into your chest. A little bit of balance here. The wall is awesome if your balance is not your forte. Take a breath in. And then exhale, you're going to bring your hands to your sides, palms face the ground, airplane. Just for a few breaths. And again, if you need to use the wall or maybe a friend, a little bit of space in your standing leg will help protect your knee. Then nice and slowly begin to bend your knee as your right foot finds the ground. Behind you, crescent lunge. Arms come up. Good. And notice if you have a really big low back arch. If your belly's popping out like this, tuck your pelvis under a little bit. Your core should stay engaged. Help protect your low back here. Inhale, arms up. Biceps find your ears. Exhale, dive a little bit deeper. Big breath in. Exhale, open warrior two. Your back foot is at 45-degree angle. You should ground down through your big toe and feel your arch lift up for you. Triceps are engaged. Fingers are active. Notice if you like your fingers long and wide. Maybe you like your fingers together. Regardless, try not to ever make fists. My mom always told me, we're not in battle, we're not in war. There's no need to hold the energy and the effort in your hands. Let it roll off your fingertips. Reach forward. Keep the bend in your front knee as you pull yourself back. Peaceful warrior. And then exhale, come down. Elbow finds your thigh. Extended side angle. So we've come here on our knee. If you want to go back there, I welcome you there. If not, stay here. One more breath in. Exhale, let your left hand find your left shin. Straighten your left leg. You're already in it. Triangle. Your next inhale, peel yourself back up. Let your toes face forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. So while you're here, you can hang out here. You can bring your hands to your ankles, walk them straight out behind you. If you like tripod headstand and that's in your practice, I welcome you there. The options are endless. Inhale, walk your hands under your shoulders, halfway lift. Exhale, you're going to rotate on your heel to let your right toes face away and just bend into your knee. Walk yourself back here. Swivel on your back foot and you're back in your runner's lunge. Inhale, feet together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, your left foot lifts. Exhale, kick it behind you, airplane. Your left toes square to the ground. Keep your hips even as you can. And again, a little bit of space behind your right knee. Take another breath in. Exhale, nice and slowly, bend, bend, bend. Inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. Check in with your core. Is it engaged? Are your shoulders, are you having them, your elbows, are you having your shoulders peel up to your ears? Oh, let's come back here. Exhale your hands to your heart. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, kick it back, airplane. Square your left toes to the ground. A little bit of space behind your right knee. Shoulder blades are squeezed down and back. Take a breath in. Exhale, begin to bend into your front knee. Find crescent lunge. Inhale, arms up. Notice if your shoulders are shrugging up to your ears, let them fall and roll down your back. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, open warrior two. Again, triceps are active. Your gaze is over your middle finger, your front middle finger. Reach, flip your front palm, pull yourself back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, elbow to your thigh, extended side angle. So while you're in extended side angle, you should be rolling your front hip out. You can do that with your arm if that feels okay, and then pull your shoulder blades together to really expand and express yourself out. One more breath in here. Exhale, right hand reaches for your right shin, straighten it through your front leg and peel yourself open, triangle. Core is engaged, and really try and keep pulling your left hip back and open yourself up to the sky. One more breath in. Exhale, twist. Inhale yourself back to center. Toes in, heels out. Interlace your hands behind your back. Open your heart to the sky and fold forward. If this is too intense, again, I welcome you to your strap. Your strap will help you open up your arms a little bit more to be able to get them over your head so you feel a good wrench still. That's the whole point. And then inhale, pull yourself up, halfway lift. Exhale, you're going to heel toe your feet in. Toes out, heels in. Come to a low squat. This is called malasana squat, hands at your heart. I know for a lot of people, this pose causes a lot of pain in your knees, pain in your feet. Maybe it's just not accessible. If malasana squat is not in your practice, you can take a block and come to sit. You can come to sit the medium way. You can come to sit the tall way. If you hate it here, come to sit in a butterfly. Everything is modifiable. Regardless, your spine is trying to be nice and long. And then exhale, open your hips up just a little bit more. One more inhale. Exhale, open your hips the deepest. Inhale, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in on your toes. Exhale, walk your feet through your hands, come to sit. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk yourself up. Exhale, come all the way down, lie on your back. Hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a big squeeze. Exhale, grab the outside edges of your feet, happy baby. And let your left leg go long. Hug your right knee into your right shoulder. So not to your chest, a little bit more to the outside. Grab behind your knee. Begin to straighten through your legs so your knee stays exactly where it is. You're just adding a little bit of length to your hamstrings. And then from here, you're going to point and pull your toe, just like you're pressing on the gas and then pulling away. As fast or as slow as feels good. This is really great for anyone suffering from any sort of piriformis or sciatica pain, any proximal hamstring issues. Runners will know what that one is. Good, and then hug your knee back into your shoulder. Peel it all the way across your body, supine twist. So your knee goes to the left, your gaze and your hand extend out to the right. Come all the way back onto your back. Bend into your left knee. You're going to let your right ankle hook your left knee. Hug in, half pigeon. Reclined half pigeon. So you're actively pulling your left knee into your chest as you open up your right knee away from you. You can do this with your right hand or your right elbow, or just actively with your right knee, your right hip itself. Yeah, keep trying to dive in a little bit deeper as we hold this for just a few more breaths. What new space can you move into? Stay here for as long as you'd like. If you're ready, unbind, hug your knees into your chest. And then let your right leg go long. Hug your left knee into your left shoulder. Give yourself a big squeeze first. And then interlace your fingers underneath your knee. Keeping your knee right where it is, begin to straighten through your leg. Feel your hamstrings get a little bit taut. And then point and pull your toe to your face and push it away. Again, as fast or as slow as feels comfortable for you today for your practice. And bend into your knee. Hug your leg all the way across your body, supine twist. Again, your knee goes to the right, your gaze to the left, and your hand follows. Hug your left knee back in. You're going to bring your right knee up, bind your left ankle to your right knee, and hug in. Recline pigeon, left side. Again, actively, you can bring your knee away. You can use your left elbow to press away. And all the while you're hugging your right knee into your chest. We're here for a little bit of opening and release. May come a time soon where you feel like you can move a little bit deeper into this posture. I welcome you to do so. Change only comes at the end of your comfort zone. See what new space you can find here. Our last few breaths of this posture. Nice and slowly unwind. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And lift your feet to the sky for an inversion of your choice. You can stay here. If you'd like, you can take your block, lift your hips, place your block underneath your hips. Whatever you'd like. If you'd like to take your feet up the wall, shoulder stand, headstand, whatever you're feeling today. Just get your feet up. Nice and slowly hug your knees back into your chest. If you're on the block, remove the block. Give yourself a big squeeze. And exhale, let your feet go long. Toes point to the ground. You're going to slide your shoulders underneath you. Your elbows underneath your shoulders. And let your head fall back, fish pose. You're opening your heart up to the sky as you drop your head to the mat behind you. You can play with squeezing your shoulder blades together here. See what new space you can find. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let everything go long. Palms find the sky. Shavasana. The work is done. And begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And circle your ankles and your wrists. Reach your arms long overhead. Pull yourself in half. And hug your knees into your chest. Roll onto your right side. Let your heart be elevated here for just another moment. Press your left hand into the floor. Press yourself up to a comfortable seat. With your hands at your heart and your eyes to close. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth. With so much love and gratitude for each and every one of you. From your hearts to your third eye, together we bow. Namaste.